Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the EVES auction room here this afternoon. We've got a wonderful array of properties here for you, so certainly no need to go home empty-handed and missing out on your dream home. Great selection for you today. My name's Grant Child. My role is fairly simple here today. You don't get any guesses or any prizes for working out what my job is. But I've got Robin. She'll look after all the technology in the auction room. Me and computers, well, we just don't get on at all. I'd rather work with people like you folks. The rest of the team here, I don't do it by myself, a great team. I've got Phil, the two Craigs and Gordon here. If your bids don't take me to the owner's reserve price, then I'll simply pause the auction. They'll step in, we'll give you that opportunity to continue discussions. I'm going to move on so that we don't hold people up and continue presenting the rest of the properties. Those negotiations will give you that chance to continue. If you do reach agreement, it will come back to me. I'll then make any necessary amendments and the property will be then put to the floor and sold to the highest bidder. I just need to make something very clear to you though, folks. If I formally close any one of the auctions, anybody can come forward afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers. So the best advice I can offer you today is give it your best shot while you're in that position of cash, a very elite position, I must admit, and see if you can secure the property here today and eliminate any potential competition afterwards. Turning our attention now quickly to go through the documentation. Of course, our ambassadors out there, being our salespeople, have provided it for you right through the campaign. You're buying on the basis of the buyers and sellers guide. It's available on the stand outside of the room. Been around for a long time now, so I need not talk much further about that. Let's go straight to the contract of sale being supplied in draft form. Any changes that have been done, folks, I'll alert you to those changes prior to inviting your bidding, and finalised copies of each contract for each property are available also in the stand. So by way of any bidding, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood and accept that contract, but obviously on the front page sets out very clearly the conduct of auction. That's what you see up there on the screen, transferred straight from the front page of the contract. Again, you've had the opportunity to peruse that. Two important points I remind you of is firstly your obligations on completion of the auction today is to obviously sign the contract and part with a little bit of your hard-earned cash. Just 10% of the purchase price is all we require today, and the balance is then payable on settlement date. So the other thing I just want to alert you to, folks, is vendor bidding. I just want to dispel that myth that continues to circulate out there in the market that vendor bids are used to push the price up. What a load of absolute codswallop nonsense. The only reason we use vendor bids, folks, is in fact if I've only got one person participating in the auction, I'll use a vendor bid to work alongside you to get you to the negotiating platform, at which time we'll pause the auction and give you that chance to continue discussions. Vendor bids are never used at or above the vendor's reserve price. We haven't reached the owner's reserve price, and that's why I'll use the vendor bid if I've only got one person participating to work alongside you to give you that chance and get onto that negotiating platform. So it's pretty straightforward. I'll disclose all vendor bids to you, and if I'm holding a bid at any level, then essentially our sellers, through me, are saying to you, thanks but no thanks. If you wish to purchase the property, you will need to be above that. So just a little bit of clarity as far as vendor bids are concerned. So without further ado, I'm happy to answer any questions if anybody's got any, and of course take the opportunity to welcome our viewers watching via the live stream as well. We do have some telephone bidders today, folks. I'll alert you to any of the properties that we do have authorised phone bidding on, but all the documentation has been signed, authorised in writing for us to accept those bids by phone. No questions? Excellent. Good to see everybody's done their homework. Three properties we're scheduled to be auctioned today, folks. 22 Highfields Drive in Katikati. Grace Anderson marketing that one. Jeff and Sarah Garnett marketing 6 Sherborne Close here in Tauranga. And Ron Melville over at Papamoa marketing 5 Seabreeze Place. Those three properties, folks, were scheduled to be auctioned today. They were sold prior. So I know some people are thinking that the market has slowed down. Well, I can tell you now, it's not quite as slow as what some of you might think. So give it your best shot today. 3 of those properties scheduled for today have already been sold. So we'll move straight on to our first one for the afternoon, number 50 Kinloch Drive. Chris Royal has been the marketing consultant for this property, doing a sterling job as Chris always does out there in the marketplace. This property offers you a great option to buy new in Bethlehem. Now, all I can say to you about this property, folks, is absolutely beautiful attention to detail in the finishing of this home. When we look at the legal aspects of it, it's a freehold estate, 865 square metres of land, more or less, all described in record of title 860750, obviously housed in the South Auckland Registry Office. Now, there was some documentation circulated stating that the settlement date was the 1st of April 2022. That has been amended to 10 working days from the date of the issue of the code compliance certificate or such other date as mutually agreed between both parties. So, no other changes to the channels list that you see there on the screen, or as has been circulated in Chris's original draft documentation. So, back to the property itself, certainly a very impressive looking home from the outside and a design to promote wonderful family independence on the inside as well. 2 of the 4 bedrooms have their own ensuite, so that just gives you a little bit of a tick to the seal of quality that this property has offered. You've got that triumphant kitchen where space is plentiful and focus is really been focused on easy living and entertaining. You've got those great living spaces opening out onto the extra large deck as well, as you see there on the screen. You've got the room for the pool, for some further landscaping if you so wish as well. So a great opportunity here at 50 Kinrock Drive. Without further ado, folks, I'm in your hands for an opening bid. What might your quantum be?
1.4.
1.4, we're on the way at $1,400,000. Appreciate your start at the back there, sir. Happy to travel along an easy $20,000 rises from here. At 1.4, making it 420, thank you, sir. At the back again as well at 1,420, 440 straight back immediate towards 60, your turn, shall we say, sir. At $1,440,000 with our starter bid, do we say 60 for you there, sir? Quickly now, let's go there quickly. First call now, second time. Good, last chance for you. Pardon?
50.
50? 60, straight backs. He didn't work. Try it again there, sir. 1460, triple O the money over here with my starter, making it 70 if you will. At $1,460,000, are you in or out, sir? First call now. Second time. Third. Last chance. Are we in or out there, sir? No? So you're going to work alongside you a little bit further here, a little way away from where I need to be. At 1470 now, vendor bid. 1480 can we say for you? At $1,470,000 on behalf of our seller, away from where I need to be, make it 1480 with you. Now, so go to the 10, sir, and I'll give you the opportunity to keep discussing with our seller.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you working with me, sir, at $1,480,000 for the one we're better at. Here's your opportunity now. Welcome you back in at a steady stage, sir. Otherwise, we pause and continue discussions with our starter bidder at the back. 1480 triple O. First call now, are you in or out? Second time, shaking your head the wrong way, sir. Got to be north to south, chin to chest for me to accept the bid. International body language says this one's yes, this one's no. Sorry, can't take that. Third, final opportunity for you to join us again. Gordon bids at the back at $1,480,000. Can you see if you can help the gentleman, please? Right, all those negotiations continue, folks. We'll press on. 22A Beach Road, Colin Stewart Road, from our Katikati office. Been marketing this wonderful opportunity up here in Katikati. It's you've got the primary school across the fence. You've got the college across the road, and several early childcare centres just up the road as well. So certainly a prime location there at 22A Beach Road. When we look at the legal aspects, record of title 663617 confirms the property is a cross-lease freehold. There is an additional clause in the contract that has been inserted, just stipulating that the vendors, having not been in occupation of the property, make no warranties as to the fixtures, fittings and channels. 97 days from today's date, the settlement date. Obviously a tenanted property, is it there, Colin?
It is, and I'd like to stay.
Tenants would like to say, so investors, you get immediate return on your investment there. Otherwise, 97 days is your settlement. I'm sure the vendor would entertain an earlier settlement date if you are willing to keep the tenants on who want to stay. Any other changes to the channels listed all there, Colin? No changes there, so without further ado, we'll move forward to a little bit more about the property before I invite you bidding. You've got the 2 large living areas with the property. You've got the potential to put an internal wall and create a couple more bedrooms if you so wish in either of the living areas. So you've got the opportunity to modernise the kitchen and bathroom, redecorate, and you will naturally add substantial value to the property and, of course, to your investment as well. Like Colin said, we've got long-term tenants there. They keep the property nice and tidy. They really like to stay. They're currently paying $420 a week, so there's the return on your investment. Where would you like to say go, and where would you like to start bidding away for 22A Beach Road, Katikati? Great location, this one, Colin. I know you've had a few at Beach Road, and they don't last long without salt stickers on them. the signboard that is, not on the house.
Sold some in that complex.
Eh?
I sold 2 in that complex already.
2 in this complex already, so there you go. First call out for a start. Second, third, last chance for cash, in or outs. Obviously none here today, Colin. I'm going to close the option. Okay, we've done already a couple in the complex. How much do we need to buy this one?
So this one's in 575.
$575,000. So bargain basement buying here in Kenny 575 buys the property at 22A Beach Road. Colin will be around for a little while waiting for you to make an appointment. Live viewers watching via the live stream, give him a call via the Kenny office. He's more than happy to take you out there. Property now available for sale at $575,000. I think, Colin, it's not going to take too long, and I think you're going to be pretty busy with some inquiry on that one.
Thanks, Grant.
You're welcome. All right, going straight on, 14 Hugo Way, Danielle Hayes from our Mount Maunganui office has been presenting this property. Been a very busy lady, Hugo Way, haven't you there, Danielle? We did one just a couple of weeks ago in this location. Great location indeed. It's really all about quality of life when a time poor will, this particular home here at number 14, folks. It is a freehold estate, 333 square metres of land, more or less, is all you have to look after. That frees up plenty of time to do all the fun things in life. Record of title 712536 confirms all the legal aspects of it. Now the garden ornaments, the potted plants and the hose and hose reel attached to the fence do not stay. They are excluded from the sale. Any other changes to the channels listing? No changes there. And just confirming 30 working days from today's date to settlement date, a little bit of flexibility around that as well. So there we go, folks. That ticks off all the legal aspects of it. A home that's been carefully curated with a neutral interior evoking a wonderful architectural flair. The doors, they stack right back in the open corner there, and just there they come back up on the screen there. Look how it opens up to create that merged space where that secluded deck just beckons you from the inside, and of course when you're out there, it slips nicely back onto the interior as well. You've got a sizable sink set in that wonderful composite stone, quality appliances as well. That's just unquestionable there. Induction cooktop, the black tapware, well, it really does set that kitchen off very nicely indeed. Has to be appealing for any gourmet cook indeed. Durably clad in that Selkirk and linear, this low maintenance property demands very little upkeep and is an absolute classic beach retreat. That's probably why you've been so busy in this location. It's because of its handy location to everything and the quality product that you buy. So in your hands, guys, who would you like to start your way for this one? Cash interest? Now's the time to disclose it. Show me interest so I can keep an eye on you. Perhaps $1,050,000. Somebody start me away at $1,050,000. Surely I would have thought so. Thank you. Appreciate you starting over there, man, but $1,050,000. That sort of level for a property in this location and quality. We'll travel in $25,000 rises from here. At $1,050,000 over here on the left-hand side, 75 can we say from anywhere else in the room here. First call now at $1,050,000. We're on the way. Second time. Third, last chance for you to join us. Are we at around $1,075,000 then on behalf of the seller man with me at $1,075,000. Making it 1-1, can I say for you? $1,075,000 on behalf of our seller now. Well away from the property's value and 1.1 it is now. Appreciate you working with me, man, there at 1.1, still staying in 25s at this juncture. At $1,100,000, who takes me to 1125? First call, are we in or out? Second time. Third, last chance for you to join us, are we in or out? Obliged to go again on behalf of the seller there, man, for a property of this calibre in this location at 1125, it's with me. $1,125,000, making it 1,150, can we say there for you? 1,150 on the nod, we appreciate you working with me quickly too. $1,150,000, bid over here on the left hand side, folks, no registered phone bidders on this one. Entirely up to you here in the room, if you want to join us, now's the time. First call now at $1,150,000, are we in or out? Second time. Third, final opportunity for you to join us. We're going to go one small man on behalf of the seller now, 1175. Take me to 1.2, we'll pause and you give me the opportunity to keep discussing at that level. $1,175,000, be clear, vendor bid at this point in time. 1.2, can I say for you?
185.
Nah, to 1.2, ma'am. I need the 1.2 just to help you buy the property. Certainly evidence of a lot better in value in this location, man. Quality product, thank you. Appreciate you working with me at 1.2 now. At $1,200,000. Since it's just a single bid at this point in time, I am obliged to put it to the floor once more, but otherwise we'll continue discussions with you. Once, twice, last chance for you to join us, folks, in or out. Joel, bids over here at 1.2. Can you see if you can assist me? Yes. All right, moving on to our last property for our 1 o'clock session today, folks. But don't run away. We've got another dozen properties for you following at 1:32 and 2:30. So the next one, 11B Waikari Place, certainly an agent needing no introduction into the Tauranga real estate market. Chanda Suri from our Cameron Road office. In fact, I think you might be one of the original people of Cameron Road there. Way back in the day. What was it? Were you there before or after Craig?
Craig was there usually.
That's a long time ago. What, 30 something years ago? We like to have a bit of fun here at EVES, folks. So back to the property itself. So create something special by landscaping, build your own dream home, or perhaps potentially investigate subdivision possibilities for this property in 11B Waikari Place. When we look at the legal aspects of it, a freehold estate, 1,899 square metres of land is what's available, all described in record of title 856732. A clause in the contract, folks, for vendor warranties. As far as the vendor warrants, there are no vendor warranties as far as this particular property is concerned. In fact, I'm just going to make reference to this, the clause. The vendor warrants the existing house at 11B Waikari Place, Welcome Bay, Tauranga, will be removed at the vendor's expense in a workmanlike manner prior to settlement, and all debris will be cleared from the site. So pretty much blank canvas for you there, folks, to do whatever you like with your settlement date. Some documentation circulated stating 10 working days from today's date. That's been amended. 15th of April 2022 is the settlement date for flexibility. If you need an alternative date, just talk to Chanda about that one. So no chattels obviously included in this property, with it being pretty much bare land once the dwelling that's there has been removed. Definitely a generous parcel of freehold land, as I said, 1899 square metres. Couple that with the potential that it has to offer, it really is a wonderful opportunity for you. It's all about location and proximity to, imagine that as an amazing playground for the kids there off the end of the section down there to the water's edge. Just absolutely outstanding indeed. You've got views of the coastline in the estuary, the variety of trees, flora and fauna. Well, it's all there for you folks to just massage into whatever you want. So it's all out to you guys. We would like to say go on this one. Who'd like to start me away?
900.
900? Was that 900 I heard them? Thank you. Appreciate you start at $900,000 over the back there. At $900,000, I have no option, ma'am, to go and $50,000 rises at this junction, making it $950 if you all vote. At 900 start over here on the right hand side. First call now, second time, third, last opportunity for you to join us if this is the one you're here for. Obliged to go on behalf of the seller then, ma'am, at 950, it's with me. Vendor bid at 950, take me to $1 million even, shall we? Need to do it quickly there, ma'am, at $950,000. I'm well away from where I have to be able to help you today at $950,000. Are we in or out? First call now, second time. Third, last chance for you to join us. Are we in or out? Shaking your head the wrong way there, ma'am. I know you didn't come to the auction to just try and buy with one bid. Happy to advance on behalf of the seller then, and obliged to at $1 million even. At $1 million it is on behalf of the vendor now at this point in time here. Vendor bid at $1 million, staying in 50s at this junction. Make it $1,050,000 if you will. Call it 3 times, otherwise I'm just going to simply shut it down, man. First call at $1 million even, vendor bid. Second time, third, last opportunity for you, in or out? Pardon?
You want to talk about it with the vendor?
No, well, you've got to be holding the bid. At the moment, the lady's shaking her head twice at $950 and again at $1 million. I'm holding a vendor bid at this point in time at $1 million. You'll need to be above that to have that opportunity to discuss with the seller, man. Have it take?
950.
No, we're at $1 million, ma'am, on behalf of the vendor. We don't go backwards out of these auction. First call for any advance on $1 million. Second, last chance. Right, auction's closed. I'll leave you to deal with that outside of the auction arena there, Chunder. We don't go backwards at the EVES auction, but I do appreciate you working with us, man. Alright, back we go, folks. 50 Kinloch Drive. I have an amended bid now at 1.5. Can you just confirm that bid for me, please? At $1.5 million, my instructions are clear from the sellers, and that is to work a little bit harder. At $1.5 million, the property is not for sale at this junction, folks. Your opportunity is here. Happy to take a 20 rise if you want that opportunity to continue discussions with our sellers. But I need it now, otherwise I simply close the auction. Anybody can come forward afterwards, and that does include the conditional buyers. You've got chance and cash right here now. At 1.5, first call now, second time, third, last opportunity. Auction's closed, hand it back to you, Chris. You've got a little bit more work to do on that one. Probably still very much available for sale at this point in time. Just talk to Chris Royal in our Cherrywood office, and he'll see if he can assist you from there. Well, for those of you that have just joined us, folks, good afternoon, and more welcome to the EVES auction room here today. Because we split our auctions into different sessions, so I am obliged to go through our preamble, just for those of you that have just joined us, just making sure that everybody is on the same playing field. So by way of introduction, my name's Grant Child. No guesses as to what my job is. Nor Robin, she looks after all the technology here. Now, we do have a property in the from our 1 o'clock session that's still being negotiated at this point in time. That's my team on the bottom of the screen there. If your bids don't take me to the owner's reserve price, I'll pause the auction, give you that opportunity to keep discussing, because you are members of a very elite group of people, and that is the cash unconditional buyers, and we like to give you every opportunity to achieve your goal here at the auction. Because if I close the auction, folks, be very clear, anybody can come forward with an offer afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers. So your opportunity is to eliminate any of that potential competition after the auction. So let's go to the documentation. Obviously, the buyers and sellers guide that's been put out by the Real Estate Authority, available on the stand outside of the room, and of course you've probably got plenty of copies of them stored away in your glove box. We're obliged to give them all out. So let's not worry too much more about that. Let's cut to the chase of the most important document, being the contract of sale. It's circulated in draft form, as you see on the screen, and finalised copies are available in the stand as well. But if there's been any amendments, any additions, or deletions to the contract, I'll alert you to that prior to your bidding. But our salespeople have certainly endeavoured to contact everybody and advise you on those changes. But we'll dot the I's and cross the T's for you. Just cover off there the conduct of auction. That's what you see up there in blue on the screen. Again, you've all had the opportunities to peruse that. I'm just going to alert you to a couple of important points. The first one, of course, being the your obligations on completion of the auction, and that is, of course, to autograph the contract and pay your deposit. Just 10% of the purchase price is payable today. Balance is payable on settlement date, and I'll confirm the settlement date of each offering as we get to them. So the only other point I want to cover off, folks, and that is what we call vendor bidding. So just to dispel any myths about vendor bidding, it is only used if there's one person that's participating in the auction, and then of course that is at my auctions. I can't speak for other auctioneers or other companies, but I will only use a vendor bid if I've only got one person participating in the auction and I'm too far away from the seller's reserve price. I'll disclose any vendor bids to you. I'm working alongside you and working with you to get you to the negotiating platform, to give you the opportunity to continue discussions and secure the property here today. So essentially, if I'm holding a bid at any level, folks, the vendor is the same to you. Thanks, but no thanks. If you wish to purchase the property, you'll need to be above that. So happy to answer any questions at this point in time, folks. Was watching, welcoming any new viewers watching via the live stream. Welcome along, and of course the best of your endeavours here in our 1:30 session. No questions? Right, we'll move straight into the first property for our 1:30 session, 58 Kinloch Drive. Craig and Leanne Sandland from our Cherrywood office been marketing this property here. It's elevated to enjoy those wonderful estuary peaks and stunning sunsets over the distant Kaimais as well. That's what you can expect to enjoy from that deck that you see there on the screen. It is a freehold estate, 411 square metres of land more or less is what's on offer, all described in record of title 896668. Now the trampoline is excluded from the sales, it doesn't stay. So 20 working days is still our settlement date. Bit of flexibility about that, so if you want to be in there a little bit earlier, you could just talk to the team and they'll oblige to sort that out for you. No other changes to the channel system? So there you go, folks. You've got that, have a look at this, folks. This is where you're going to spend a lot of your time. That pergola covered deck that creates extra living as well, but a wonderful space for you to enjoy. You've got plenty of scope for gardens, fire pit, replace the tramp if you so wish. The kids will love you for it. Forward thinking and intelligent design styled with a simple interior design language for entertainers is really what this home is all about. A superb investment in your future, being so close to everything in the wonderful Bethlehem location as well. So I would have thought a fair and reasonable start for a property like this would be $1 million. Fair and reasonable start? Who's got $1 million to start their way? Here to work with you in that elite position of cash, folks. $1 million starts their way. Wow, would have thought I would have seen a minute get away, but that's all level for this. Brand new, isn't it? Well, pretty much brand new. We've got 1.5 on the one at number 50. And I'm happy to take $1 million start on this one. First call now, second time for cash, third, last chance. Amazing, no cash today. I'm going to close the auction, but I'm going to hand it back to you, Craig and Leanne. I think you're going to, you better get yourself prepared to be busy. I don't think that's going to take long. That property's a wonderful home indeed. So talk to Craig and Leanne if you know of anybody looking for a quality home at 58 Kinloss Drive, and they'll help you and guide you with where you need to be to purchase the property. Thanks, man. You're welcome. Music off, pressing on 25B2 in place. This is the next one on offer for you here today. Now, this offers you an absolutely outstanding blank canvas opportunity, nice and close to the wonderful Katikati Township as well. Now, folks, they are not making any more land in the street, so here's your opportunity here today. The property is formally described in record of title 355511 in the South Auckland Registry Office. There's 437 square metres of land, more or less, of course being a freehold estate as well. We do have authorised telephone bidding in place for this one, folks. Just a quick amendment there. Clause 8.1 in the contract has been amended to read that the vendor is not bound to point out the boundaries of the property. 10 working days, Grace, as our settlement date. Grace Anderson from our wonderful Katikati office doing a fantastic job up there. And no changes, no other changes or anything, so all pretty much squeaky clean. The property itself, folks, it backs onto the reserve. You've got the walkway next door going through to the Katikati College and the Dave Hume swimming pools. So it really is all about location, as I mentioned a little bit earlier. 437 square metres, more or less, of flat site is for a single level living, a living home. And of course, once you've done your landscaping around there, you can create something very special indeed. Of course, as you see there on the screen, located in that nice quiet cul-de-sac as well. All I can suggest to you buyers is opportunities like this are very, very rare. It's about as rare as seeing a duck on a camel's back in the middle of the Sahara Desert. So, yeah, they're not making any more in this place, folks. Not making any more land. So, who says go on this one? Is it going to be you or the phone bidder? Would you like to start me away? Would you like to start me away? Yep. 250 would be a fair and reasonable start. Yeah, absolutely. Somebody start me away at 250,000? Yep, thank you. I've got it over here first at $250,000. Welcome aboard there, man. At $250,000. The guest will buy on the phone there, Grace. At $250,000. Happy to take 20s from here. Make it $270 if you will. 250 triple over money over here and 70 here. At $270,000. Phone bidder now. $290. Do we say there for you, man? At $270,000 on the phone it is. 90 do we say for you? Let's go there quickly now. First call now, 270 000. Second time. Third, last opportunity for you to just 90. Thank you. Welcome aboard in front here at $290,000. What do we say on the phone? What do we say over there? Next strategic move would be go straight to 310 if you will. At $290,000 seated here at the front row in the auction room. Do we say 310 for your buyer there on the phone, Grace? 300. 300. Happy to take the 10s from you as well there, sir. At $300,000, I'll take a 10 from you if it's going to make you feel more comfortable as well. At 300 000, making it 310. Are we in or out?
3 or 5?
No, 10s at this point in time, sir.
For the 3 or 10?
Thank you. Appreciate you working alongside me. At 310, what do we say for our phone bidder now? 320 we go. At 320, the next strategic move, sir, is another bid is 330. At $320,000. Phone bidder in front now. Welcome you back in at any stage, just in case you're having a little bit of a bidding sabbatical at the back there, man. At $320,000, so we say 330 for you there, sir. No, not taking 5 at this juncture.
2?
Pardon?
At 2?
30?
That's what
Yeah. 10?
that's what I say.
It's at $320,000, and I'm not taking 2. I said no to 5. It's $320,000. Over here on the right hand side at 320. Are we around? Number 10 rise. First, second, third.
330.
30. Thank you. $330,000. Welcome you back in there, up the back there, man. 340 straight back at me. We're talking now at 340. 50, your turn there, sir. Where do we go? Quickly. $340,000 on the phone. Once I call now, 50. Twice at $340,000 in or out? 50. 350 it is. 60 do we say? 350, 60. 360 it is. $360,000, shake the wrong signal, sir. It's $360,000. I either needed something like that or something like this. Otherwise, at $360,000, we pause and talk with our phone bidder. First call now at 360. What about a 5, sir? Have you put your 5 to work for you now? No? Second call. Lazy 5 up the back there. Third, last opportunity. Craig, on the phone at $360,000. Can you see if you can help to buy it, please? All right. I think we go to number 14, Hugo Roy. We're reverting back into our 1 o'clock session, folks. The negotiations have continued. I have an amended bid now at $1,250,000. Can you just confirm that bid for me, please, folks? At $1,250,000, ma'am, your instructions to me as your auctioneer are to sell to the highest bidder. Just confirm that for me, please. On the market it goes at $1,250,000 for the one of a better bid. We sell away here at 1,250,000. First call now. Happy to take a lazy 10 if it's there. One more final lunch for the keys if you want it here. Otherwise I sell over here at 1,250,000. Second call now. 1,200,000. Another 10? 60. 1,260. Welcome aboard the amendment, $1,260,000. Fighting fire with fire and going 70, shall we? A single? Just a single? No problems at all. Here to sell to the highest bidder today at $1,261,000. Just a single. Snatch the keys back away from you there, man. We sell away now at $1,261,000. That's another, rounded up to 270, shall we? 65, okay, no problems. Happy to work alongside you, whatever denomination. 66, clickety click we go. At 1,266,000. 70. 1,270 we go now. Shaking your head the wrong way, man. Just don't let those keys slip away from you. Think about the location. Think about the quality home you're buying at $1,270,000. Here's your opportunity now. That's a lazy single. That 270 is a round number. Pop another one on top there. You're the only one that contested. I can't, but 270 might be the limit. 171. 271 it is there, ma'am. 75? 75. Beautiful. Loving your work. I wish my wife listened to me like you do. It was 76. 1276. 280. 280 we go. There we go. Back on that round number again there, man. Make it 81. Test it. You can. I can't. At 1,280,000. Selling away now. 1. 81. 85. Beautiful. Loving your work there, ma'am. That tells you you're buying a great piece of real estate, man, when somebody else is fighting for it as well. At $1,285,000. 86, have we? 86. 90? 90 we go. At 1,290. There's your value at the back there, man. You're not paying too much. Maybe just put that single to work again. Otherwise, I sell away at the back at 1,290,000, making it 91, shall we? 91, 95? 95. Good strategic move, man, would be just go straight to 1.3. Just an extra 5. If she goes again, you haven't spent anything, but you might just secure it at that 1-3. Play around with those singles, you open the door for that 1-3 at the other end. Seen the strategy quite often in over 10,000 option calls. I'm giving you the opportunity to go to 1.3 first. Otherwise, I'll sell it in the back there at 1,295. 1.3. $1,300,000. It's over here on the right hand side, snatching the keys away from you there, ma'am. At 1.3 it is.
1.305.
305. Beautiful work. Keep challenging for the keys. It's a great property and a great investment indeed. At $1,305,000. Like I said before, ma'am, there's your value at the back. Not paying too much when somebody else is prepared to pay the same. 306. Back to the singles again, but I'm happy to work with you all day long. At 1,306. Are you absolutely 100% sure, ma'am? Calling it 3 times. Can give you the same advice as I've been giving this lady as well. It's cheers for both of you here in the room. I have no friends and I don't see you all living there together. I'm here to sell to the highest bidder at the moment. It's $1,306,000 on the right hand side. Have I got your absolute 100% best there, ma'am?
10.
10. 1,310. I've already had the signal no more. Come back again. 11. Next 11 we go. 311 it is.
15.
15. 16. 16. 20.
20.
20. Hear the door. 1320. If you've given it your 100% best shot, man, the hammer's up. $1,320,000. Again, just test that round number. 21. She's back with the key of the door on top of the 1.3.
22.
22. Down to the singles in the other track as well. 1322. 23. 23. 24. Opens the door for 1325. 1325 we go. 26. 6. 27. 27. Inch by inch we go.
28.
28. 30. 1230.
35.
35. Good play for the keys there, man, but be encouraged by it. Don't be discouraged. At $1,335,000. 36. You said that about $35,000 ago, man. $1,336,000. Have you given it your absolute 100% best shot, man? Because I'm about to sell it at $1,336,000. First call now for anything, any advance on 1336. One more.
40.
40. Welcome back. 1340. 41. Just nod your head like this, sir. She's looking at you. 1340 000, selling away. 1. 41. Change your mind at any time before the hammer hits the podium, man. Are you absolutely, again, 100% sure? I will call it 3 times. You can change your mind any time in between. Otherwise, it goes at $1,341,000. Just while you're down there putting that back in the bag there, man, just open a little bit wider and see if you've got another lazy single in there. You can put it to work now. It would be the right time to do it. Otherwise, I sell at $1,341,000. First call now at $1,341,000. Shaking your head the wrong way, ma'am. I need it north to south. Second time calling for that chin to chest movement for you to put yourself back in front at 1341 000. Third final opportunity before it goes. It goes. Sold to you, man. $1,341,000. Congratulations. Congratulations to our seller. Appreciate your spirit of bidding there, ma'am. Talk to Danielle. She'll try and find you something else. A great product indeed. Remember, go folks to 25B2 in place. We have the amendment bid now at $375,000 with your phone bidder there, Grace. Just confirming that for me, please. But folks, your instructions are for me to sell the section. If you are phone bidder at $375,000, confirm that for me, please. On the market it goes there for the want of a better bid. Here's your opportunity if you're here for this section, folks. Like I said earlier, they're not making any more land in this street here in 2 in place, particularly at number 25B. I'll sell away at $375,000 even. Once, twice, third. Last chance it goes, it goes! Sold at $375,000 to our phone bidder. Congratulations to our sellers. Right, moving straight along for 8 Canberra Place. This is the next one on offer for you, being marketed by Nicholas Maloney and Lisa Zalkowski. It's quirky, it's quaint, it's got character, and it's got those wonderful characteristic elements have been retained in the property as well. The legal aspects of it, it's a freehold estate, 459 square metres of land, more or less, all described in record of title 711293. 20 working days from today's date is your settlement date. Bit of flexibility around that, Nicholas. Any other changes to the channels listed all there? No changes here, so all that's circulated. It's a traditional 1960s layout that incorporates a very attractive lounge with an old school fireplace for those cosy winter nights that are approaching us already. So you've got the large country style kitchen, the polished timber flooring. Well, you see it up there on the screen there, folks. You will have felt it when you viewed the property. Absolutely superb indeed there. And of course it's separated from the hallway by that beautiful feature barn door as well. You've got the Brookfield shops, you've got the New World supermarket, you've got good schooling all surrounding you here at number 8 Canberra Place. So in your hands, buyers, who would you like to start this one away? Has to be you in the room, folks. No registered phone bidders for this one. Who says go, and what might your quantum be? In case you didn't understand that gobbledygook, I'm just looking for an opening bid. Start me away wherever you like, folks. First call now. Second, last chance. Obviously no cash today for this one, Nicholas. So I'm going to close the auction. What sort of buying power do we need on it? It's just a great product. It's beautiful and quirky. It's just been well maintained, well looked after, great location. How much do we need?
Look, the vendors have decided to price it sharply at $789,000.
$789,000. There's your buy now price for this property, folks. 8 Canberra Place. Nicholas is very busy. Just contact him via our Lakes office, and he'll certainly organise you to get through that property. And you better do it quickly because it's not going to last at $789,000. The auction's closed.
Thank you, Grant.
You're welcome. Alright, lucky last one for our 1:30 session today, folks. 48 Currywood Road, and working out there in the marketplace as she always does, working out of our Mount Whanganui office. A relaxed holiday mood prevails in this extended coastal family home, and all located just within a whisker of that wonderful beach as well. The legal aspects, folks, record of title SA 5B, folio 375, describes the property as a freehold estate, 615 square metres, more or less as your land holding. Now the garden ornaments, potted plants, the water feature, and the rotating compost bin, they do not stay excluded from the sale. Any other changes to the channels listed all there, Danny? A recent clause inserted into the contract at the request of the legal solicitor authorising an early release of the deposit in accordance with the Real Estate Agents Act 2008. 20 working days still our settlement date, Danny? Bit of flexibility around that as well. So certainly situated in a very tightly held neighbourhood, folks. Your land lodging easily accommodates visitors, vehicles, your boat and or your motorhome as well. So plenty of space there for the toys. It's light and bright. It's got that very functional layout indeed. The secret weapon is the semi-self-catering wing for family, friends, or perhaps Airbnb guests. Whatever you choose to use it for, the home will certainly facilitate your lifestyle with ease. A magical coast realm is a rare discovery, and it may just be your next happy place there. I say that was all from your marketing, Danny. Nothing to do with me, those magical words, but it does describe a magical property indeed. Who'd like to start me away for this one? No registered phone bidders. It's up to you in the room as well. Not going to suggest any figures on this one. It's entirely up to you. First call now to disclose your interest so I can keep an eye on you and work alongside you. Second time, are we in or out?
1.5.
1.5, we're underway at $1,500,000. Welcome aboard at the back there, sir, at $1,500,000. And I'm happy to travel in $50,000 rises for a quality product in this location from here. At $1,500,000, bidders back all there now, 150,000, making it 550 if you will. First call, second time. Third, last chance for you to join us. Obliged to go on behalf of the seller then at 1,550. $1,550,000 makes it 1.6. Your turn there, sir. 1,550, vendor bid declare, making it 1.6. Let's go there quickly, sir. First call, second time. 6, 1.6 it is. $1,600,000. Property still justifies $50,000 rises from this sort of level at 1.6 on the back wall. Appreciate you working with me there, sir. At 1.6. First call now. Second time. Third, last chance for you to join us again there, folks. Obliged to go again on behalf of the seller then at 650. Make it 1.7 if you will there, sir. At $1,650,000 vendor bid away from my instructions at this point in time. 1.7 can I say on your behalf? Take it to 1.7, sir. We give you the opportunity to pause and discuss with the seller, but I'm a little bit far away from my instructions at this point in time at 1.650.
No, 1.650.
The bid's already with me at 1.650, sir.
That's it.
I
understand that.
make it 675, and I'll give you the opportunity to talk with our seller.
Yeah.
75? 675. $1,675,000. I'll give you that courtesy, sir, but I am obliged to call it 3 times first. 1,675,000. First, second, third, last opportunity, in or out. Craig, 1,675 at the back of the room there. Can you see if you can assist the gentleman, please? Right, moving straight on to our 2 o'clock session, folks. Good afternoon and welcome to those of you that have just joined us, obviously, with the current restrictions and COVID with numbers and having to wear masks and all that sort of thing. We appreciate you working with us as far as that is concerned, folks. We've had to split our auctions into half-hour sessions, just 4 properties, which means that I am obliged to go through our preamble just so to make sure that everybody's on the same playing field for these next 4 properties. So, my name is Grant Child, and it is an absolute pleasure to be here to facilitate proceedings for you on the final leg of your journey, whether you are buying or selling. We, of course, wish you the best in your endeavours. So I've got the girls looking after technology over here on the left-hand side here. I've also got John, the 2 Craigs and Gordon. They're here to assist you folks, as you saw with that last property. For those of you that were here for it, we didn't quite make it to the owner's reserve price. We paused the auction. We're going to give you those elite cash buyers. You are a very elite group of people indeed. We'll give you the cash buyers the first opportunity to work with our sellers today, because if I formally close the auction, folks, just be aware anybody can come forward with an offer that does include conditional buyers, and I can tell you now there's plenty of them out there in the marketplace, because things are slowing down a little bit out there in terms of buyers being able to get their finance arranged in time for auction. So if you're in that position of cash, you had a good crack today, because it may not be there tomorrow, or you just might find yourself competing with those conditional buyers afterwards as well. Documentation, well, the buyers and sellers guide, you know what that's all about. It's been around for years now. They are available on the stand outside of the auction room. They've also been on display at the various open for inspections. Let's go straight to the contract there. That's the one that we worked to, folks. It's in draft form. Was provided to you in draft form. Finalised copies also available on the stand as well. So, by way of any bidding, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, accept that contract. But just quickly revisiting the front page, conduct of auction. That's what you see up there on the screen. I'll just highlight a couple of pertinent points as far as that is concerned. First one relating to vendor bidding. Nothing to be afraid of as far as vendor bids are concerned, folks. I will only use vendor bids if I've got one person participating in the auction. If you saw that last property, you saw how I worked alongside that buyer to get them to that negotiating platform. I'll disclose all vendor bids to you. I'm the only one authorised to submit them, and essentially, if I'm holding a vendor bid on behalf of the seller's the same to you through me, thanks, but no thanks. You'll need to be above that if you wish to purchase the property. The other thing I just want to clarify for you folks is before you start any celebrations is your obligations to give us your autograph on the contract and of course part with a little bit of your hard-earned cash. Just a tenth of the purchase price is all we need today. Balance is all transacted through your respective solicitors, so nice and easily, and of course that all happens on seal and date. Any questions at this point in time? No questions? Okay, let's go straight into number 73 Waihi Road then. Owen Phelps has been the marketing consultant for this property based out of our Gate Car office. Owen, this must have been an absolutely blinder of a property to market. It's such a beautiful, awesome 1940s character home. It's got solid concrete walls throughout. It could have actually been one of the original masonry villas in this location here in Waihi Road. Certainly beautifully maintained and looked after over the years. Formally described as a cross-lease freehold, all comprised and described in record of title SA 46B, folio 493. 25 working days on is our settlement date for the property, bit of flexibility around that. Just a quick reminder, folks, of an additional clause that was inserted late in the piece on behalf of the vendor, basically acknowledging that the vendor advises that the new owner, that the other owner of the undivided half share of the fee simple estate associated with this property has erected a dwelling on Area B but has not registered a lease for this dwelling in accordance with the terms of the lease H 960263. So just making you aware of that, what the neighbour has done there. So back to the property itself, channels list, no changes there, all is circulated as well. Now the interior offers that gorgeous, comfortable living length easily with the covered superb outdoor entertainer space. You get a glimpse of it up there on the screen. Simply outstanding indeed. You've got the high stud walls that enhance that wonderful spacey feeling throughout the home, while being cosy warm in the winter. It complements of very good heating options and cool in summer. Well, that's accorded to you via a solid construction as well. Gardens, well, they are beautiful, especially in the spring, as the spring colours burst into life. Very, very stunning indeed. So central, well, it's that central that, as you pointed out in your marketing, there's only one set of traffic lights that separates you between number 73 Waihi Road and the CBD. So a nice handy location. Of course, in the other direction, you've got the Brookfield shops. Plenty of schooling all around you as well from this location. So without further ado, we're here to find out who the new owner is going to be. And this is where you come to play, folks. Where would you like to start the auction away? Today would be good. $850,000. Welcome aboard there, sir, at $850,000. I'm happy to make it nice and simple for you. Feeling good in the 2 o'clock session, folks. Happy to take $10,000 rises from here. At $860 on the left-hand side, back to you for 70, is it there, sir? 70 straight away, $880, your turn now. At $870,000 on the right-hand side there, man. Spam, you didn't come to an EVES auction to try and buy a property with just one bid, did you? It never happens. At $870,000, it's on the right-hand side now. At $870, making it $880, if you will. Back to the rest of you here in the floor here, folks, at $870,000 on the right-hand side. First call now at $870, looking for another 10. Are we in or out? Second call now. Third, last opportunity. So we're going to go once on behalf of the seller there, just to help you along to where you need to be at $880,000. Make it 90, shall we there, sir? At $890,000 it is. On the right-hand side at $890,000. If you know, come back in again, ma'am. We're going to pause and give the gentleman the opportunity to work with our seller now. At $890,000, are we in or out? First call now for anybody else to join us here, folks. Otherwise, we pause and talk over here. Second call. Third, last opportunity, in or out? That's with you, sir, at $890,000. Appreciate you working with me, Craig. Did you see if we can help them, please? Alright, just reverting back to our 1:30 session, folks. 48 Tauranga Parade at $1,675,000. Appreciate you working with us today, sir, and appreciate your bid. But instructions have been passed to me from the owners, not prepared to entertain selling the property at that level. So if you wish to purchase the property, you will need to do better than that. $1,675,000. Happy to take another 25 round for 1.7 if you wish to talk with our seller at that point in time. First call now at 1675 000. Second time. Third. Last chance in or outs. The auction's now closed. Hand it back to you, Danny, and I'm sure you're going to put a sold sticker on that signboard in the not too distant future indeed. Right, pressing on through our catalogue, folks, number 2 at 2 o'clock here, 295 Gravatt Road. Daniel Dickinson from our Mount Maunganui office been presenting this property throughout the marketing period. It's got the large private backyard with the potential to add a large deck, pool, or extend the house as well. So lots of options here with 295 Gravatt Road. When we look at the legal aspects of it, it's a freehold estate, 776 square metres of land, more or less, all described in record of title essay 62A folio 711. Daniel, we've got telephone bidding registered for this property here, so 20 working days is our settlement date. A bit of flexibility around that as well. Any additions, deletions to the channels limit?
No, Grant.
No changes there. So the location to the beach in the Patmire Town Centre, folks, well, that is really what this property is all about. Unfortunately, just cropping the top of the screen there is the proximity to the beach, but you've got the Patmire Town Centre not too far away, a very central location indeed here at 295 Gravatt Road. The original fixtures and fittings are in great conditions, but you do have the scope to add value to this property as well. It offers you wonderful sunny open plan living spaces. You've got the large private backyard and of course the undercover off-street parking for the camper or the boat. You will have all witnessed that when you went and viewed the property. So without further ado, I'll put the property into your hands now in the room, or our phone bidders to start your way. Where would you like that level to be? Start your way.
930, Grant.
$930,000 on a vendor bid on a telephone bidder at this point in time at $930,000. At $930,000, having to take a $20,000 rise from here at 930, make it 950 if you will. At 930 and 950 we go now. Welcome aboard there at 950 seated here in the room here at 950, making it 970 if we will. 970 we go now at 970, rounding it to 990. Your turn in the centre of the room here now, $970,000 with our phone bidder at 970 90 do we say here for you? Yeah. That's all you got to do, man. Just do this. $970,000 with our telephone bidder at this point in time. Do we say 990 for you? First call me out, 970 with our telephone bidder. Are you in or out? 990 we go now. $990,000. Taking you through the $1 million threshold, making it $1,010,000. Will we there, Daniel? $990,000. Seated here in the room at 990
$1 million, Grant.
1 million. 1 million. Take a 10 from you to put yourself back in front there, man. At 1 million, even it is with our phone bidder now. Taking 10s now, just to help you along your way there, man. At $1 million it is with our phone bidder against you. Shaking your head the wrong way, it needs to be this way, here for international body language to count in the auction room. First call now at $1 million even with our phone bidder here. Pop another 10 on. If they don't go again, you'll have the opportunity to work with our seller here today. First call now at 1 million even. Second time, welcoming you back in at any stage there, man. Third, last chance in or outs. Jill bids with that phone bidder at $1 million even. Can you see if you can assist them, please? Right, moving on to the next one in our 2 o'clock session, folks. 97 Millers Road. Janelle Cairns from our Bethlehem office been presenting this wonderful opportunity here for you. It really is a fantastic location, walking distance to all the local amenities, park, and of course a wonderful array of schooling, nice and handy to this property as well. The legal aspects of it, a freehold estate, 450 square metres of land, more or less, all prescribed in record of title 227924. 10 days from today's date is the settlement date, so not long to wait there, Janelle. Any changes to the channel list that has been circulated or ticked off as you normally dot your I's and cross your T's. So back to the property itself, you've got the excellent flow to the back patio and the garden area as well. You've got good space for outdoor living with the property as well. Excellent layout, it's all nice and roomy there for you folks, so it really is a great family home indeed. You've got the separate lounge area with the gas fire, heat transfer system to warm the rest of the home in those winter months not too far away as well. And the home itself ready and waiting for its new owner with a quick settlement available. As I mentioned, just 10 days time you can be in this home here and all settled in for the rest of the autumn. In your hands, boys, who would you like to start me away for this one? Somebody start me away at 950. Who does? No? No? Yep, got you good there, thank you ma'am, at $950,000 here. At 950 it is over here on the right hand side at 950. You are allowed to bid in your own right there ma'am. At $950,000 over here. Happy to take a 20 rise from here. At 950 chasing down a 20 rise. Are we in or out now? First, second, third, last chance. Working with you at 970 then ma'am, vendor bid at this point in time. Make it 990 if you will. At 990 on the nod there. Appreciate you working with me quickly as well. At $990,000, take me through that $1 million threshold folks. Take it to $1,010,000 if you will. First call now for your opportunity here. Second time. Last chance for you to join us. Going to take you through that threshold myself then, ma'am, at $1,010,000. Make it $1,030,000, shall we? At $1,010,000, it's with me on a vendor bid. Make it $1,030,000, will you? And we'll give you the opportunity to discuss with our seller.
15.
No, it needs to be better than that, ma'am. Probably it's definitely worthy of better than that. $1,030,000, and I'll pause the option and give you that chance to talk to the sellers. $1,030,000. Appreciate you working with me, but I am obliged to put it to the full once more, just before we do give you that opportunity. First call now at $1,030,000. Second time. Third. Last opportunity. Craig, bids down here with that bidder at $1,030,000. Can you see if you can assist them? Alright, last one for our 2 o'clock session, folks. Number 9, Norton Road. Sharon Blakey from our Cherrywood office been presenting this property here. It is a 1960s family home situated in a very, very tightly held location. There's not a lot of properties going come up for sale in this street. It's just an outstanding location indeed.
Across the road from your place.
It is. It's just down the road. Yeah, it's a fantastic location. I can vouch for that. If you like a bit of social life, you've got the neighbourhood bar and restaurant just down the road. And if you stay a little bit long, you can wander down to the same location just across the road the next day to repent at the church there, straight across the road for you. So it really is all about a wonderful location here, folks. The legal aspects of the property is a freehold property, 726, a very generous parcel of land there, more or less, for this property, number 9 Milton Road. SA 4A folio 772 is the record of title that confirms all the legal aspects for you. Now the underwater lights in the pool are not working, so there's no vendor warranties in terms of the underwater lights in the pool. We do have an additional clause for you, just to make reference to, for you to confirm everything. And whilst I turn to that, I confirm 20 working days is your settlement date or such other date as mutually agreed between both parties. Now, clause 23, just 23.1 stipulates the building works have been undertaken on the property pursuant to the building consents for which there are no records of final inspections. The building works and the consents are as follows: the alteration to the kitchen, laundry, and the added sunroom to the dwelling, added deck to the dwelling, added swimming pool and fence, all collectively referred to as the consents. Purchasers acknowledge and agree that none of the warranties or undertakings given by the vendor in the agreement will apply to those consents, and that in respect of the consents, the purchaser waives all rights to seek any compensation from the vendor under the terms of the agreement by law. Any other changes there, Gordy?
No, all as it is, Grant.
All as circulated. So channels list all as is there, just making sure that people are aware those underwater lights not working. So have a look at that on the screen there, folks. You've got those very attractive mountain and harbour views from that wonderful large deck that spans the entire width of the home as well. The opportunity here for you folks is a classic example and a classic opportunity for you to become Tauranga's armchair harbour master. That's how wonderful the views are. And then of course out the back there you've got the opportunity to enjoy the serenity of that deck barbecue area with the enchanting water feature there that leads to that absolutely gorgeous saltwater pool. That's where you're going to spend all your days enjoying life around the pool there. You've got the massive 4 to 6 car garaging. Wow, that wine cellar. Wow. Our problem would be filling it. We'd never be able to. Exactly. I can empty it. Right? We've got a good crack at keeping it empty, but you've got to get it in there before you can empty it. There's a massive big wine cellar as well there. You've got the options here for extended family living, Airbnb, and potential to enhance the property. So it really is a classic opportunity for you here today, guys. I would suggest sporting a bid anywhere on the northern side of 1.7, but yeah, very reasonable for a property of this calibre, particularly in this location. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's just something
Right.
outstanding. Anyway, north of 1.7 gives you the opportunity to work with us here today, folks, for number 9 Norton Road. First call for a start. You set the benchmark. Happy to work with you anywhere above that. Second time, third, last chance for cash. Okay, there's obviously no cash on the floor. Gordy, I think we'll price this property. I know the vendors are very keen to get this property priced out there in the marketplace. We're going to price this property, folks, at $1,775,000. Now, think about everything I've told you about the property. $1,775,000 is your buy now price for this property. Just call the Cherrywood office, ask for Sharon Blakey, and she will accommodate proceedings for you there. $1,775,000 price of the property. It won't last long at that price, I would suggest, Gordy. Auction's now closed.
Thanks, Grant.
You're welcome. Here we go, folks. 73 Waihi Road. I have amended bid now at $918,000. Can you just confirm that bid for me? Settle the nerves down there, man. It won't take long. At $918,000, because our owners at the back there are instructing me to sell to these folks at $918,000 for the want of a better bid. Your opportunity is here now. At $918,000, my instructions are sell down here. First call for any advance on 918. Second time, third, last chance in a round. It goes, it goes. Welcome to Waihi Road, folks. Congratulations. Love seeing this here in the auction room. Congratulations to our sellers. You're going to have some wonderful times in that beautiful property indeed. I hope those are tears of joy there, man. Good on you. Well done. Congratulations. Well, good afternoon, folks. A warm welcome to those of you that have just joined us. For those of you that have been with us through our 2 o'clock session, I'm sorry, I am going to have to bore you with our preamble. For those of you that have just joined us, we just need to make sure we go through everything for bidding, confidence and clarity for everybody in attendance here today. My name is Grant Child, and it is an absolute pleasure to work with you here today under these difficult situations, folks. And of course, we appreciate you all complying with the social distancing and keeping your masks on as well. We really appreciate it. You are very valued to us in terms of the safety of you and valued customers, and of course our staff as well. Talking about the staff, just introducing the team here. I've got Robin and the girl and Gemma on the desk here. They're looking after all the technology here today. I've got Jill, the 2 Craigs and Gordon here. Two of our properties in the earlier session still being negotiated at this point in time. That's because the bidding didn't get to the vendor's reserve price. I can only put the property to the market and sell to the highest bidder once we reach that reserve price. If we don't get there, we'll pause the auction. We'll give you that opportunity to continue working with our sellers, because if I formally close the auction, anybody can come forward with an offer afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers. And I can tell you there's a number of them that are running around out there hoping that some of these properties don't sell. They haven't quite got their ducks in a line just yet. So give it your best shot today while you're in that elite position of cash, unconditional purchases here today, folks. The documentation, the buyers and sellers guide, well, you've probably got more copies of that than what we've got in storage. So they've been handed out for over 10 years now. They are available in the stand. And also in that stand that you walked past as you came through to the entrance foyer is, of course, the finalised copy of the contract of sale. It's been circulated in draft form. If there's been any changes, I'll alert you to that, but of course our wonderful salespeople acting as the ambassadors of the property throughout the marketing period will have alerted you to any updates that have happened recently. So by way of any bidding, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood and accept that contract. So let's just quickly revisit the front page. Now, the conduct of auction, we've transferred it from the front page onto the screen there. You don't need to read that. You've obviously already perused that. A couple of important points that I do highlight to you folks, of course. One is that immediately on completion of the auction, we require your autograph on the contract. Of course, that seals the deal. Telephone bidders, well, when you've signed the telephone bidding authority, you've authorised me to sign the contract on your behalf, and I'm happy to do so for you. The other obligation for you is, of course, to pay your deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price here today. The only other point I just want to clarify for you folks for absolute clarity, and that is vendor bidding. Now, as far as vendor bidding is concerned, I'm authorised to submit bids on behalf of the owners. I'm the only one authorised to do so. I will only use vendor bids if I've only got one person participating in the auction and I'm too far away from the owner's instructions. So essentially through me what they're doing is saying to you thanks but no thanks. If I'm holding a vendor bid at a level, they're not even interested in discussing with you at that juncture. You will need to be above that if you wish to purchase their property. I will disclose all vendor bids to you and of course only ever used well below the seller's reserve price. So pretty straightforward process. Happy to answer any questions at this point in time. Whilst I welcome anybody watching via the live stream that have just joined us, welcome along. I've got some instructions coming in a sec. Right, just going back to 295 for Back Road, we have an amended bid now at $1,020,000. Daniel, can you just confirm that amended bid to me, please? At $1,020,000? At $1,020,000, my instructions from the owner at this point in time, folks, not prepared to entertain that sort of value for the property. At $1,020,000, you will need to be better than that for this property in this location here. At $1,020,000, I put it to the fore once more, I'll call it 3 times, but I don't get any advance on that to give me that opportunity to continue discussions. I'm going to close the auction and anybody can come forward after that. First call now at $1,020,000, are we in or out? Second time. Third, final chance in or out. Auction's closed. I'm going to hand it back to you, Daniel. A little bit more work to do on that one. I think you'll find a buyer prepared to pay a little bit more than that out there. It's certainly worthy of a little bit more.
Thanks, Grant.
You're welcome. All right, well, we're back in our 2 o'clock session. We'll just carry on and we'll finish off the property at number 97 Millers Road. We now have an amended bid at $1,035,000. Can you just confirm that for me, please, ma'am? At $1,035,000, sir, your instructions as the owner of the property, I sell to this lady at $1,035,000 for the want of a better bid. Confirm that for me, please, sir. Yep. On the market it goes here at $1,035,000. I put it to the floor once more there, folks. That's a $5,000 rise to snatch the keys if you want it. Your opportunity is here at $1,035,000. It doesn't have to be the 5, it can be any denomination you put on it, as long as it's legal Kiwi tender. Otherwise, I sell away here at $1,035,000. First call now, second time, third, final opportunity. It goes, it goes. Congratulations, $1,035,000. Of course, congratulations to our sellers. All right, appreciate your patience there, folks, while we just went back to our 2 o'clock session and finished those couple of properties there. Of course, we're all here to help people as we are here to help you purchase number 7 Grevillea Place. Crystal Harvey from our Cherrywood office has been working hard presenting this classic brick and tile home that certainly offers you wonderful low maintenance living as well. The legal aspects of it: a freehold estate, 639 square metres more or less as your land holding, all described in record of title SA 51B folio 847. Now, there was some documentation circulated stating that the settlement date was 90 days from today's date. That has been amended. The settlement date now, just confirmed for me, Crystal, is now the 26th of May 2022. A bit of flexibility around that. If you need an alternative date, talk to Crystal and she'll help you with that one. Any changes to the channels list? No changes there. So have a look at this, folks. You've got these beautifully landscaped gardens there. You've got the space for kids to feel the grass between their toes in their own backyard as well. It's wonderful and private and sunny. You've got that covered patio for all weather outdoor living as well. And of course, a property located in that wonderful quiet cul-de-sac living. Nice and handy to the beach, and of course nice and handy to the Bayfair shopping complex as well. So in your hands, buyers, number 7 Grevillea Place. Where would you like to say go for this one? First one for our 2:30 session. We've only got 4 left for today, folks. Would have thought 800 would be a fair and reasonable start for a property of this calibre in this location.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Welcome aboard at $800,000 on the back wall now. Happy to take $20,000 rises from here. At 800 000 the money right on the back wall there now, making it 820 if you will. First call now, second time. Third, last chance for you to join us. Happy to work alongside you then, sir, at 820 with me. Vendor bid at $820,000, making it 40, will you there, sir? Here's your opportunity now, and 40 we go on the way at the back there, at $840,000. Make it 60 if you will there, folks. Here's your chance now at 840 000. First call now, still chasing down a $20,000 rise. Second time, third, last chance. Happy to go 860 on behalf of the seller then, sir, at 860, make it 880, will you? At $860,000. Can I say 880 on your behalf there, sir? Working alongside you here to help you buy today. at $860,000. First call in another 20 to keep me rolling now. Second time now at $860,000. Are you in or out? 880 we go. At $880,000. On the back wall now at $880,000. Fair and squarely bid on the back wall with my starter at $880,000. Make it 9 if you're all there, folks. Here's your chance now. First call now at $880,000. Has it done its time? Second time. Third. Final opportunity for you to join us. So I'm going to go once more on behalf of the seller at 9. Pop something on top. We'll give you the opportunity to discuss with our owner at that point in time. $900,000 a vendor bid at this point in time, sir. Can't help you at this level. Make it 920. We'll see if we can continue discussions at that level for you. Shall we cut it in half and make it 10, sir? 10? Excellent. Thank you. Appreciate you working with me at $910,000 it is. On the back wall now at 910. Treat everybody else the same courtesy at $10,000 rises from here. First, second, third. Last chance, are we in or out?
920.
20. Welcome aboard there, sir. Well, 920, making it 30, shall we there, sir? 930 we go now. At 930, late comer there, just come in quickly there, sir. At $930,000, back with my starter on the back wall here. Do we say 940 for you? Let's go there quickly now. 940 it is now. At 940 and 50 here. At 950 on the back wall. Your turn at 60 there, sir. Shall we go there quickly now? At $950,000. My starter bidder at the back there. 60 is it there, sir? Otherwise we pause and talk at the back. 950 000. Once. Twice. Last chance for you to come back in, sir. In or out? Gordon bids on the back wall with our starter at 9.
Another 5. 5.
5. 55. 60, sir? 60. 65. 65. 70. 70. 970. 75. Don't have to wait for the 1, 2, 3, sir, because it's going to come anyway. $970,000, are you in or out? Once, twice, last chance at 970 000. 75. 80. Absolutely 100% sure, sir. $975,000 down here at 975 000. Been doing well so far, sir. Been doing so well. Don't leave us now. Get lonely without you. We were just starting to get to know each other. 975, can I say 980 for you? First call now at $975,000 down here on the left-hand side. Second time. Last chance in or out. Gordy bids down here at 975. Can you see if we can help with this? Alright, moving straight along, number 17A, Jasmine Place. Vince Huberger from our Petmar office been presenting this property. If you're looking for a quiet location, perfect for those wishing to downsize, then this just has to be it here at 17A, Jasmine Place. It's even a goodie for first-time buyers looking for entry-level Mount Maunganui living. The legal aspects of it, a record of title SA 48C, folio 254, confirms the property as a cross-lease freehold, 40 working days from today's date is the settlement date. Vince, a very comprehensive channels list. Any additions, deletions to that? No changes there. So that ticks off all the legal aspects of this great opportunity at 17A Jasmine Place. You've got the large living that cascades smoothly to the other important areas of this wonderful family home. You've got the new kitchen to produce all your gourmet delights there. You've got outdoor living that flows seamlessly from the lounge area as well. The perfect place for that morning cuppa or the afternoon tipple is what you see there on the screen. The early Mount Maunganui location, nice and handy to Bayfair for all the shopping facilities there on both sides of the highway. You've got the expressway, the beach, Hibiscus Park. Well, it's pretty much all located at the end of the street, so it really is all about a quality lifestyle here at 17A Jasmine Place. In your hands, buyers, where would you like to start your way? It has to be you here in the room today, folks, because I have no registered telephone bidders for this one. Looking for an opening bid now for 17A Jasmine Place. First call now for a start. Second time, happy to work with you here today, folks, but you just need to give me a start and give me something to work with you on. Third, last opportunity, in or out for cash. Obviously no cash for this one today, Vince, so we'll close the auction. I'm going to hand it back to you. It's a great opportunity here.
Yes, thanks, Grant.
I would suggest that you better make sure that your fuel tank is full, mate. I think once you've people realise that the auction's passed, I think the conditional wise you come out of the woodwork, and I think you're going to be very busy with that one. It's a great option for you. Cheers, mate. You're welcome. Alright, second to last one of the day, folks. Second to the last one of the day, but a good quality one indeed. Number 6B, Esmeralda Street. Courtney Mexon, Cale Kirk from our Gate Par office been presenting this property that is so lovely tucked away with loads of privacy, and of course you will remember when you went and viewed the property, it is absolutely immaculately presented to the market indeed. So a wonderful option here for you folks. It is described as a cross-lease freehold property or confirmed in record of title SA 34A folio 156. Now the garden ornaments and the pots, they are excluded from the sale. They do not stay. There is a clause in the contract, I'm not going to go through it in its entirety, just making it very clear that the vendor is acting as an executor to the property. 20 working days from today's date, the settlement date there. And just what a great channels list that goes with it as well. So, there's all that extras on there that you see there on the screen, except the garden ornaments and the pots, but all that you see there on the screen, we'll throw that in for you on settlement date as well. Certainly a property that's well looked after by the co-owners, and that just gives you absolute testimony as to the comforts that await you here at number 6B Esmeralda Street. You've got the high stud camper or boat port, you see that on the screen there as well. You've got room to add value if you so desire, or simply move in and enjoy what this home has to offer. Very spacious kitchen there, living and dining spaces, all generous as well throughout the home. Now our vendors have identified their next move, so now is the time, folks, for you to assert your control on proceedings and start me with a figure, whatever you feel comfortable with, and I'm happy to work with you here today to help you buy the property at 6B Esmeralda Street.
7.
Sorry?
7.
700,000? Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate the start there at $700,000. I'm not going to get it. Just makes it a little bit harder with the soft voice behind the mask there. At $700,000, we'll travel a nice $20,000 rises from here. At $700,000, I appreciate your start now. Make it $720 if you will there, folks. First call now at $700,000, make it 20 if you will. Second time, third. Last chance for you to join us. I'm happy to work alongside you then at $720 with a vendor bid at this point in time, ma'am, at $720,000. On behalf of our seller, make it $740, will you? At $720,000, can I take you to $740 and try and help you from there?
40. No.
Pardon? I need you to be above the 720 for you to be able to try and help you here today, ma'am. $720,000. I'm happy to take that 740 and pause the auction if there's no further bidding, and you can continue discussions at that point. Certainly a property worthy of that.
Go 7:30.
Okay, I'll take you 730 because it's the second to last one of the day. I'm feeling in a really happy mood. At $730,000. I can't see behind the mask, but you sound like a lovely person. I'm here to work alongside you today. At $730,000. Put a $10,000 rise on the floor there if it's there, folks. Otherwise, we continue discussions down here at 730. First call now. Second time. Last chance in or out. Craig, the bid's down here with this lady at 730. Can you see if you can help her, please? Alright, moving on to our last property for the day, number 128 Redden Road. Sharon Blakey from our Cherrywood office has been presenting this property to the market. A property that's certainly perfect for DIYers wishing to stamp their mark on a property and, of course, make a solid investment into their future. The legal aspects of the property is the record of title 24D, folio 45, confirms the property as a cross-lease freehold. Now we have authorised telephone bidding in place for this property, folks, and your settlement date is the 6th of May 2022, or such other date as mutually agreed between both parties. The channels listed you see up there on the screen has been transferred straight from the draft contract of sale. There's been no additions, amendments, or deletions to that channels list. So without further ado, we talk to you about what the property does have to offer for you. It's a 1970s cottage style home that's also ideal for retirees wanting to live just a few doors down the road from the local shop. So certainly fits that bill easily indeed. You've got the open plan kitchen and dining area flowing into the separate lounge as well. You've got a dining area that connects perfectly to a private decked courtyard area, so you're going to simply enjoy lots and lots of days there in that courtyard area. Keen investors, well, you can expect a return of somewhere in the vicinity of $600 to $620 per week, as per our rentals division did an appraisal on the property, so you can expect something in that vicinity. So, like I said, we have authorised telephone bidding in place. Who'd like to start me away? Is it going to be anybody in the room, or is it going to be our phone bidder on the phone? You set the benchmark on where we'd like to start away. Suggest $600,000 to get us underway there, Craig, with our phone bidder. 600, we're underway now with our phone bidder on the back at the back there now at $600,000. Happy to take $20,000 rises from here at 600 on the phone here against everybody else in the room. First call now. Second time, third, last opportunity for you to get on the bike and pedaling alongside us now. Happy to go at 620 on behalf of the seller there. Vendor bid at this point in time, Craig, at $620,000. With me, very clear, at 620, make it 640 if they will here. At 620, 40 can we say, on the way there with our phone bidder at the back there with Craig at 640. Making it 660 if you will. First call now, here's your chance now. It's a great opportunity here at 128B Greaton Road. Looking for a 20 rise now, 660 do we say? It's the name of a great band indeed. First call now, second time, third, final opportunity at 640, still looking for that 20 rise now. Happy to do it on behalf of the seller then at 660 we go. At $660,000, Craig, making it 680. Pause and talk at that juncture there. At $660,000, be very clear. Vendor bid. Put another one on.
Would we go 70?
Yeah, why not? It's the last one of the day. I'm feeling in a really good mood. $670,000. At that juncture, folks, I'll put it to the floor once more. There's no further bidding. We pause and continue discussions with our buyer on the phone there at $670,000. First call now, are we in or out? Second time, third, last chance. That's with your buyer on the front there, Craig, at $670,000. Can you see if you can assist him, please? Alright, back we go, folks. Number 7, Grevillea Place there. We've advanced our bidding from $975,000 to $1,035,000. Can you just confirm that for me, please, folks? At $1,035,000. Sir, your instructions at the back of the room. I sell to these folks at $1,035,000 for the want of a better bid. Thank you. On the market it goes now at $1,035,000 for the want of a better bid. A good strong play for the keys would be another $5,000 rise if it's there. But I will take anything that's legal Kiwi tender on top of the $1,035,000, or it goes down here. First call now at $1,035,000. That's a lazy single if it's there. Second time, quickly now. Third, last opportunity. Time runs out because it goes. Congratulations to our seller. We're back here with our last two properties being negotiated at time as soon as we can, folks. Alright, back we go, folks. 6B is Marilla Street. We have an amended bid now. Ma'am, you've increased your bid to $760,000. Just confirm that for me, please. At $760,000, it's the owners of the property at the back of the room there. You're telling me to sell to these folks down here at $760,000 for the want of a better bid. At $760,000, we're on the market, folks, out. It goes now at $760,000. Happy to take any form of legal Kiwi tender on top there. Maybe a lazy single if it's there. Otherwise, it's gone. First call now. Second time. Last chance at $760,000. It goes. Congratulations to our sellers. We'll be back to you with a conclusion on our last property, which is 128B Greaton Road, as soon as we possibly can, folks. Alright, back we go. Lucky last one of the day, folks. 128B Greaton Road. Craig, you've got the buyer on the phone. Can you just confirm, please, that they have amended their bid to $712,500, please?
Yep.
at $712,500 confirmed bid here. Had very clear instructions from the owner that the property is on the market to be sold to the highest bidder. Just confirming that for me, please, as well, Craig. You've been talking to the owner at $712,000. The property sells away now at $712,500 for the want of a better bid. First, second, third, last opportunity before it goes. Sold at $712,500. My congratulations to our phone bidder. Congratulations to our seller watching via the live stream as well. That concludes our auctions for the day today. On behalf of the team at EVES, folks, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll be back next week with another good bunch of properties. We'll see you then.